This story is about two clever men, Philip Arnold and John Slack, who spun one of the most brilliant frauds in American history. It's a tale of ambition, deception, and how even the sharpest minds can fall for the shimmer of false riches. In mid-1872, America's most respected financiers poured fortunes into what was hailed as the richest diamond mine ever found in the Colorado Territory. Within weeks, a lone geologist's keen eye would reveal the glittering field to be nothing more than a brilliant fraud-salted ground and shattered dreams, early grifters and the seed of deception. In late 1871, Arnold and Slack arrived in San Francisco, presenting themselves as humble prospectors who had stumbled upon a diamond deposit. They showcased raw gems ranging from rough diamonds to pink garnets kept under lock and key at the Bank of California. Their reluctance to speak was interpreted as modesty. They would not boast until they were properly persuaded. One syndicate member later mused, "The cousins dangled the promise of riches in return for exploration stakes, slowly pulling in California's elite, including Asbury Harpending and General George S. Dodge." Their strategy capitalized on the prevailing fascination with mineral wealth and the allure of undiscovered treasures in the American West. By carefully selecting their targets, prominent businessmen and financiers, they ensured that the scheme would gain credibility and attract further investment. The secrecy surrounding the supposed diamond field added an air of exclusivity, making the venture even more enticing to potential investors. The involvement of respected individuals lent an aura of legitimacy to the operation, effectively masking its fraudulent nature. This calculated approach not only deceived investors, but also highlighted the ease with which trust could be manipulated in the pursuit of wealth. The hoax's success underscored the need for vigilance and skepticism in financial endeavors, serving as a cautionary tale for future generations. Planting the illusion, salting the ground. In June 1872, Arnold and Slack led a party of investors on a convoluted 4-day horseback journey from Rawlins, Wyoming, to a remote field north of today's Diamond Peak. The site yielded diamonds so plentiful that eager financiers believed they had discovered America's Golconda. In truth, the diamonds purchased for a mere $35,000 in London and Amsterdam had been scattered across the bedrock. Garnets from Arizona completed the illusion before the geological appraisal. In fact, after the Tiffany valuation, the personal examination of the mines and the statements of Mr. Janin, before he promulgated his famous report, every suspicion gave way to an unbounded enthusiasm, recalled Harpending in his memoirs. The meticulous planning and execution of the hoax were evident in the careful placement of the gems and the strategic timing of the appraisal. By ensuring that the diamonds were discovered during the investor's visit, Arnold and Slack maximized the impact of the deception. The involvement of reputable figures like Tiffany lent further legitimacy to the scheme, making it difficult for investors to question the authenticity of the find. Investor mania and corporate capital. Word of the find ignited a diamond craze from Arizona to Wyoming and led to the creation of the San Francisco and New York Mining and Commercial Company. New York attorney Samuel L. Barlow organized the Golconda Mining Company with $10 million in capital stock, even recruiting Congressman Benjamin F. Butler with 1,000 shares for amending the General Mining Act of 1872 to include valuable mineral deposits, ensuring diamonds were legally mineable. As investors clamored for blood mines, Tiffany's gemologist valued the stones at $150,000, fueling stock speculation and headlines that the West's diamond rush had outpaced California's gold rush. The rapid formation of mining companies and the subsequent rush to invest reflected the widespread belief in the authenticity of the discovery. The involvement of political figures like Congressman Butler highlighted the intersection of business interests and legislative influence, further legitimizing the venture in the eyes of the public. Media coverage amplified the excitement with sensational headlines and reports stoking the feverish desire to partake in what seemed like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Clarence King's revelation. Clarence King, leading the geological exploration of the 40th parallel, encountered mining engineer Henry Janine on a train. Alarmed that King's survey had not noted any diamond deposits, King dispatched Samuel Franklin Emmons and a D. Wilson to the site. Within hours, they identified lapidary cut stones and anthills jammed with gems, a sure sign of salting. King confronted the investors, brandishing a hand-cut diamond with the unmistakable tool marks of a jeweler's file. His report, delivered on November 11, 1872, flatly declared the find a fraud, triggering the immediate collapse of the hoax. King's scientific background and methodical approach provided irrefutable evidence that the diamond field was a fabrication. His findings were published widely, leading to public outrage and a re-evaluation of the involved parties' credibility. The exposure of the hoax underscored the importance of scientific integrity and due diligence in investment ventures. Collapse and legal aftermath. The aftermath of the Great Diamond Hoax underscored the challenges of prosecuting complex financial frauds and highlighted the limitations of legal recourse in such cases. While investors pursued legal action against Philip Arnold, the settlement out of court for $150,000 and the lack of substantial legal repercussions for the perpetrators reflected a reluctance to further publicize the scandal. This approach may have been a strategic move by the investors to avoid additional embarrassment and scrutiny. The incident prompted a re-evaluation of mining laws, leading to more stringent regulations to prevent similar schemes in the future. The General Mining Act of 1872 was amended to include valuable mineral deposits, thereby closing legal loopholes and refining mining law. The hoax also served as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of skepticism in the pursuit of wealth. It highlighted the role of media in shaping public perception and the potential for exploitation in the pursuit of riches. The enduring interest in the hoax reflects its significance as a pivotal moment in the history of American enterprise and deception. Legacy of a brilliant swindle. The Great Diamond Hoax of 1872 stands as a stark reminder of the perils of unchecked ambition and the importance of skepticism in the pursuit of wealth. The episode not only exposed the gullibility of even the savviest elites, but also highlighted the role of media in shaping public perception and the potential for exploitation in the pursuit of riches. The enduring interest in the hoax reflects its significance as a pivotal moment in the history of American enterprise and deception. It showed how dreams of sudden fortune could blind even the sharpest minds to obvious red flags. It also served as a catalyst for reforms in mining regulations and investor protections. Today, it continues to offer timeless lessons about the dangers of greed, the need for critical thinking, and the power of due diligence. Was the Great Diamond Hoax merely a grand gamble in a speculative age? Or did Arnold and Slack play a deeper game, one only their ghosts fully understood? This glittering fraud, born of salt and subterfuge, still beckons us to question how far ambition can stretch the